Did you ever find out about free money right after the deadline passed? Yep, happened to me once. I missed out on over $1,400 because, well, I didn't file a form that I didn't even know existed. And I'm still salty about it. Well, guess what? That same $1,400 opportunity is still available, but only until April 15th. And that, my friends, is just 2 weeks away. So if you don't act fast, the government keeps your money. And that's not all. There are class action payouts, surprise tax credits, and even local grants worth thousands. But most people won't claim a thing. So do me a favor, don't scroll, don't save this for later. Let me show exactly how to get it before it all disappears. But just before we take a deep dive, it's imperative that you hit that like button and subscribe so that you get notified the minute we produce another game changing video that affects your finances. And I promise you'll appreciate it. Now, buckle up and let's plunge straight in. So, let's start with the Recovery Rebate Credit. That's the one that's worth up to $1,400 per person in your household. Now, if you never got your third stimulus check back in 2021, or you didn't get the full amount and you didn't file taxes that year, well, guess what? The IRS doesn't know you're owed that money. But if you file a 2021 tax return before April 15th, 2025, you can still get it. Now, here's the kicker. You can qualify even if you don't normally file taxes, and even if you didn't work that year. And if you had a new child or dependent in 2021, well, the good news is that could mean even more cash. Do you need help filing? Well, free tax preparation is still available through the VITA program or your local area agency on aging if you're a senior. Do not wait because that money, well, it's just sitting there. But if you miss the deadline, it's gone. So now let's talk about the earned income tax credit. And that is the most overlooked cash opportunity in the US. Depending on your income and family size, you could get anywhere from $632 to, wait for this, $7,430. Yes, that's real. So even if you have no children, you could still qualify for over $600. But here's the crazy part. 1 in 5 eligible Americans will never claim it. Why? Because they either don't know it exists or they think they don't earn enough to qualify. So, whatever you do, don't be one of them. Even part time work or side gigs may qualify you. So, talk to a tax professional or use those free filing tools. Just don't assume you're not eligible. Next, if you own a home, this one can drop your mortgage payment, and I'm serious. Many states offer property tax relief for low income homeowners, for seniors, and for veterans. Now, this can save you hundreds of dollars a year, but most folks have no idea it even exists. By the way, my own mortgage went down by over $100 a month thanks to one of these exemptions. Now, deadlines vary by state, so call your local tax office immediately to check what's available where you live. Also, by the way, April is National Rebuilding Month, and this one's big. So, a non-profit called Rebuilding Together brings in volunteers to help with free home repairs for low income house owners. Everything from fixing steps to replacing roofs. So find your local affiliate now because they only do this in April. I repeat, they only do this in April. Okay, now if that all sounds great, get ready because some of you are about to find out that you qualify for anywhere from $5,000 to $11,000 in cash from class action settlements. And it's for stuff like getting a robocall, owning a smartwatch. I'm not kidding. Keep watching. So here are the biggest class action settlements you can claim right now. But again, watch out for the deadlines. So first up, United Healthcare robocall lawsuit. Now, if United Healthcare called you without permission, you could be owed anywhere from $350 to $11,000. The deadline, of course, April the 15th. Next up, Wells Fargo. Now they're paying people up to $5,000 each for every single robocall that they received between 2014 and 2023. The deadline for this one is April the 11th. Next up, this is an interesting one. This is for Apple Watch. So if you own Series 1, 2, or 3, you might get a payout. The deadline for this, April the 10th. Also, Walgreens prescription pricing settlement. Now, were you in Walgreens Prescription Savings Club? If you were, you may be eligible for part of a $100 million settlement. The deadline on this, April the 17th. Now, Beyond Meat, no receipt, you can claim $2 an item up to $10. If you have receipts, there's no limit. The deadline for that, April the 14th. Now, Everything Breaks robocalls. So between March 2023 and 2024, you may be owed $36 to $144. The deadline on this is April the 9th. And there's lots more. If you sold a home and paid a broker commission, you could qualify for another major class action settlement. Now, details here vary by state, but whatever you do, don't ignore it. Now, let's run through some fast local programs. See if your state made the list. So, first up, Alabama. The Choose Act offers up to $6,900 for families with school age kids. The deadline on that, April the 7th. Connecticut families could claim $14,000 or more in earned income and child tax credits. Even non-filers can qualify, by the way. Now, in Georgia, we have the Promise Scholarship, and that gives $6,500 a year for education costs. The deadline for applying on that, April the 15th. Kansas, offering state tax rebates and grocery help through the SunBuck program. The tax rebate deadline on this, April the 15th. Next state, Louisiana. The Gator ESA program helps with education savings. And again, deadline, you guessed it, April the 15th. And for all of us in California, a new guaranteed income program for older adults is actually in development. Now, it's not live yet, but they're looking for partners right now. So keep an eye out for this one because it could launch by the summer. So if your brain's spinning, you're not alone. But here's what separates the people who get the money from those who don't. They act. They don't wait. They don't assume it's too late. So drop a quick comment saying, I'm claiming mine in the comments below if you're jumping on any one of these. And do me a favor, share this video with someone who needs it because there's no reason to suffer in silence when these programs and payouts are right here. And by the way, check out one of my future videos where I'll break down how to boost your tax refund by thousands, even if you didn't earn much this year. That video, well, it might be the most important one you watch all month. Excuse me, bad cold. In the meantime, apply now and stay safe, my friends. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video.